My name is Chardonnay Bunkley. Chardonnay is my real name. No, my mother was not drunk when she had me, so let's get that out there right now. But I get asked that every day since like I was in elementary school. But no, that's not the case. I own Hey Madam Museum and Market. It was formerly the Madam C.J. Walker Museum, keeping the museum aspect and throwing a really fly boutique in there. So that's what I'm doing now. But a little history about myself. I don't know where to start. I'll make it quick though. I originally went to school for music, vocal performance, wanted to be an opera singer or a Broadway singer. As luck and Jesus would have it, I lost my voice somewhat my freshman year, and it was pretty much gone by my sophomore year. And I had to switch my major, so I didn't fail school because I was a voice major that couldn't sing. So I switched my major to marketing. It was just a random switch. I was like, what can I switch it to? And it was weird because I've been having like all these little businesses since I was super little, like elementary school on up. And so, especially when I got to college though, I was doing some of everything. And all my friends were like, well, major in business because you stay with a hustle. So I did that. And I really liked it. And I really got into the fashion and retail aspect of it, even though my school didn't have that program. I went to Winston-Salem State. Go Rams. Oh, I was a cheerleader too. Woo. Anyway, but I went to Winston-Salem State, and shortly after, like I said, I got into thinking about retailing. I did all the business plan competitions and always placed extremely high. And that's when I decided I wanted to open a store. But I also, at the same time, was wanting to open a showroom because I was so obsessed with Kelly Catrone, still am. So yeah, I tried to open a store for a couple of years while living in Winston-Salem, in downtown Winston-Salem. But if you know anything about that area, it's on the come up. It's revitalized, but it wasn't a lot of storefronts that had been, you know, revitalized. And so it was really hard to find a space. Like, space was scarce unless you wanted to do a complete overhaul, which I didn't have the money for. So eventually, after I graduated, I just packed it up and moved it back to Atlanta. And so when I got here, my parents were like, well, you can open business or you can get a job and we'll buy you or get you a place. And I was like, open a business, duh. So I stayed with them up until like a week ago when I got my new place. Show you that later. But when I first got here, I decided it was more cost effective to open a showroom. So I opened Circa Showroom here in Atlanta, and I represented streetwear lines and young contemporary lines in the areas of sales and PR. That was fun. Did a lot of traveling. Did the shows in Vegas a couple of times, and it was cool. But ultimately, I didn't really like it. I didn't really have the passion for it. Like, I had a passion for it, but with the thing about a showroom is you're really contingent upon the brands that you carry. And I carried some awesome brands, but you're on their schedule. Like, if they don't have their samples in time, like for instance, we did Pool Trade Show in Vegas one time, and all of my brands except for one didn't have their samples ready till like the day before the show. So I'm getting shipped boxes the morning of the show. Stuff like that is crazy. So that affects your sales and your bottom line. So I was like, I can't. And so I started an online community and store, blackindiegirl.com. It was really cool too, but I was kind of all over the place. Like, I'm a serial entrepreneur. And so I kind of put that on pause. I started an online store, Velma and Louise. That was really awesome as well, but still not quite what I wanted to do. So that brought me full circle to where I am now. In the meantime, the thing that kept me afloat, no, I never got a job. Web design and graphic design, I still do those things freelance. But yeah, those kept me afloat until, by happenstance, my boyfriend and I were looking for more office space because we were sharing a loft office with my mom and her business partner. Like, all four of us went in and got that together once I closed my showroom. But we wanted more space because my boyfriend does video production. And when I was looking for that, I found a storefront, and it happened to be the Madam C.J. Walker Museum, which is crazy. I found it on Craigslist. And yeah, so we went ahead. Don't you hate, like, business owners, we have a habit of saying we, but a lot of times it's just one of us. I went ahead and leased the space, like, on a whim. I'm like, I've been trying to open a store for like 4 or 5 years. It was a great price, and it was prime opportunity. It's right in the middle of downtown. It was only 2 blocks from where my loft office was at the time, so went ahead and got it. So I've just been working on getting that open for the past few months. So look for that. We were supposed to open on Black Friday, and happenstance, the owner of the store hasn't quite gotten all of his things out. He's moving to Jamaica to open a beauty school there, which is really cool, and a beauty supply store. So I'm helping him get the rest of his items out so I can move in. And also in the past week, I moved to my loft. I'll show it to you, but we got boxes everywhere. It's me and my boyfriend. And so that's where I am now. And yeah, so hit me up if you have any questions about anything. I'm really striving to bring the real fashion industry, not this foolishness that we have going on in Atlanta. I don't want to stay here forever, but it's where I decided to come for now. So it really bothers me when things aren't correct. Like, here a lot of people are like, oh, I do fashion. I have no clue what that means. And so, especially when I had a showroom, I'm like, oh, you do fashion? I'm like, great, I have a showroom. And blah, 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 blah. People are like, huh? What's that? How do you do fashion and don't know, like, the nerve center of the fashion industry? It's where the sales happen. It's where the money is made. It's how your clothes get into stores. Like, it's crazy. What is wrong with people? But anyway, that's a rant for a whole nother day. But yeah, so that's where I am, and that's how I got here. So if you have any questions about me, fashion, hey madam, if you make things, if they're cool, especially if you're a young black girl, you don't have to be black, but if you are, hit me up. Maybe we can put it in the store. We'll see. Just check my website, heymadam.com, and click on, I think it's sell. Even though I'm rebuilding the website today, it should still say sell when I do the new design. But yeah, click on that. All the information's there. Hit me up. Follow us on Twitter at shop@heymadam.com. Shop@heymadam.com. At shopHeyMadam, and Facebook.com/heymadam. So that's that, and yeah, see you girls later. What was that?